Psalm 23.
Welcome to the Carr and Seguin Show, hosted by Devon Carr and Paul Seguin, where two Michiganders dive into real estate, outdoors, community building, and everything in between. How now, Brown Cow?
What's going on, man?
Unique New York.
Did you watch Ron Burgundy on your trip?
No, that would have been, well, I don't know about for the kids, but...
Right.
No, I told you on the phone, man, we watched Secretariat I mean, it had to be at least 5 times.
Which is a great movie.
Possibly even 6. No, probably 5, because I know for sure we watched it 3 times on the way home.
There's nothing wrong with that. Shoot.
So you watched it 5 or 6 times just on your vacation?
On the drives.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Well, Grayson became in love with it. The dude can sit there as the movie's playing and, right before they say it, would just quote lines. Yeah. That lady scares me. Just whatever, all of them. It's great, though. I mean, Jess and I love it.
It's a great movie.
It was funny because both of us were like, when we were driving, like, it keeps you focused on the movie because, like, I mean, let's face it, all the other movies we watched, it was like Paw Patrol or Barbie or we tried to watch. Well, we knew this was a shaky one. We tried watching Hook.
Okay,
yeah, that didn't last. No. Savannah's back there just like closing her eyes, and then Olivia's like, "This is scary. I don't like this. Can you come back here, Dad?" Oh man. No, Jess drove the most because she gets car sick easily, not driving.
Right, that's what you said.
And then on top of that, too, just like I can go in the back and, divvy out food, whatever.
Right.
Whatever the kids' requests are for the million of them that they are. I'm hungry. I want a snack. I want water. I want juice.
Shoot, I think I found out Maverick came out on Amazon Prime, and I think last week I've watched it 3 or 4 times now already.
Dude,
I just love it.
You are speaking to Jess's language. I'm not kidding. She has probably watched that movie on Prime. I mean, I don't even think I'm over-exaggerating 100 times. She watches it while she works. Not that her employer will ever listen to this, but... Yeah, I've come into many times she's working and it's just on her phone. I'm like, you watching it again? She's like, yeah, it's awesome. It is a great movie.
It is a great movie.
Heck yeah.
Well, you were watching the new one, though, right? On Amazon Prime, because that just released for free on Amazon Prime to watch.
Yeah, Maverick.
We've been paying for it every freaking time.
You do? What?
Dude. Trust me.
Like renting it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. $3.99. I'm like, look.
Well, you don't have to rent it anymore.
Well, thank God. But at the same time, I'm not that happy because we're going to start watching it a zillion times again. Which, I mean, it's hard to get old on that one.
I tried to convince Mac, hey, you want to go see the Jets? I want to watch the Jets. They go fast.
Oh, Grayson just loves the music.
It does have great soundtrack.
He always is like, put the Top Gun songs on. We're in the car. But yeah, no, Secretariat was the movie of the drives, down and up. It's just a good story.
It is. It's a great story.
It's a great story. So I end up, as you're watching it so much and you got a little time to kill on a drive to Florida, you start looking up all the stats.
Mm-hmm.
So Secretariat had twice the size of the heart of a normal horse. So that was what
was able to...
Because he came from Bull Ruler, which was known for speed, but that breed was not known for length. And then if, obviously like in the story, the whole reason why, Miss Chenry wanted, whatever the freaking horse it was at the coin flip.
Matilda?
Yeah, Matilda or something.
Some Matilda.
Yeah. Something royal was what Phibbs wanted.
Yeah.
And then she wanted Matilda.
Something like that.
Matilda's foal. And so obviously the dad knew like those two breeding should make an amazing horse.
Right.
And that's what happened. And that's why Secretariat, because after he died, they, did an autopsy and it was like the heart's like
I didn't know they did
massive.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that some of the fun facts you looked up?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Fun facts and that. What were some of the other ones? There's a couple of other interesting
I've seen that
ones.
show several times. What year about was that?
73.
Oh, was that early?
Yeah, because I know she divorced her husband in 74. The jerk.
He was.
The frickin' jerk,
He
man.
was not a very nice person in that movie.
Yeah. Sexist for sure, man.
Yeah.
You can't have success.
Yeah.
I'm a lawyer.
People call.
When people call, they
Yeah,
ask for Miss
yeah.
Chenry, not Miss Tweedy. And I love her responses like, Miss Chenry, Miss Tweedy's always been the same person. You frickin' jerk off. Golly.
Yeah, I did not like
Way to love your wife. Even in success, support her.
Right, yeah.
Gosh. But no, yeah, that was 73. When obviously he won Triple Crown. That's insane, dude. I get jacked up and teary-eyed every time.
Oh, yeah.
4 lengths, 8
Yeah.
lengths, 12. He's
Don't-
he's a
Don't
machine.
fall off.
Ronnie, don't fall off. I love it in the very first race they win, and he's like, 4! Yeah, dude. What's his face? What's his name? Oh, shoot. I've only seen
Lucius?
Lucius. There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah. He's freaking hilarious. I love him in that movie.
Yeah, he does.
Perfect actor,
He
too,
is.
for the
Yeah.
role, man.
Every time I see that guy, I always think of Con Air.
Yes.
His movie, but like he's in the movie Red.
Yep.
And I mean, he's funny in that one too.
Dude,
he's really good in
He's
that.
got a good, rough kind of just personality that's just, I don't know, it's good.
Right.
He's a good actor, and he's perfect for that kind of role.
Right. I always thought, I mean, it seems like at least the later movies in his career, I mean, he fits those roles good.
Oh.
I mean, when I was a kid, I mean, Con Air was
Yeah.
what I remembered him by.
Right.
But now he's got a lot of funny
He does.
parts in movies. now.
Yeah. It's almost like he's getting better over the years.
Right, yeah.
Like a fine wine. No, it's a great movie, though. Yeah. 4?
Yeah.
Watch where you're hitting it. Well, that's why I said 4, you
Right,
idiot.
yeah.
And then when he's going back to his car, 4! Throws him in the garbage.
Oh gosh. Yeah,
That's
it's funny
fun.
in there.
That is good. Yeah, no, she ended up actually. So it's weird because that's what the big, and we'll move on from the whole secretary thing. But the one thing that was odd is she did sell all 32 of those breeding shares, but the movie depicts it like she never sold them. But then it was weird because then after when she made the deal with Phibbs and syndicated him for $6.08 million.
Right.
It was also not just to Phibbs. It was to Phibbs and the 38-2 shareholders. So she did completely syndicate
Right.
all 32 breeding shares. But like when the little scene there where it shows like they're trying to sell them for $190,000 a
yeah.
share,
Yeah.
and it just like ends, right? And it's like you don't really think that she did anything. Oh, and then the newspaper article says that she did syndicate it. But
Right.
it just kind of made it look like only Phibbs did.
But then when he lost
The first race,
the one race,
he said, I speak for everybody.
Right, yeah.
And that's where it
Let
was
you
like,
know.
it kind of caught that too after the fourth time watching it in 2 days.
it's amazing the little things you pick up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, it's good. Yeah, freaking A, man. Smart decision, man. When you got, I mean, how many people would ever turn down an $8 million offer?
Right.
And she just says, no, I'm not right.
Yeah.
And it freaking turns out, man.
She was right.
I love the part too where the trainer, or like the horse guy, the black
Right.
guy, I forget what his name is.
Eddie.
Eddie,
Yeah.
after he ate the morning of the
Yep,
Kentucky,
yeah.
he's like, "Get ready!"
Yeah.
That's one of Grayson's favorite lines. He like requotes that whole thing. Get ready.
Miss Ham was good in that too.
Oh my gosh.
She
I
had
said
a
that
lot
all the
of
time.
good
I said
line-
I love
line-
Miss Ham all the time,
Yep.
man. That's that little strong backbone in
Yep.
the in the background. That just hold it together, man.
Attention, Kmart shoppers.
Yeah. Back when Kmart was actually nice. I could at first I remember the first time I ever saw that movie, I'm like, Kmart shoppers.
Right,
I'm
yeah.
like, what? And Jess is like, that's when Kmart actually was nice. Like people actually went and bought dresses at Kmart. Like, not in my lifetime.
Right.
Used to shop there all the time.
Yep.
Dude.
Yep.
That's where Martha Stewart collection was at. Was Kmart.
Really?
Yep, back in the 90s.
Huh.
Well, it must be top notch if she's endorsing it and selling her stuff
yeah.
out of there.
Well, shoot. She's still making oodles of money.
Oodles.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's fine.
Yeah.
And spend a little time in prison. It's all right.
Not many people can go to prison and come out.
Still
and
on top.
Still on top.
Yeah. Yeah. No, my memory and my thought process of Kmart is down here. Like Kmart was never, in my mind, a place to go shop.
No?
No. I mean, I don't know. Growing up,
Did you not have one?
I never
We
really
had
made
one
those
by-
decisions. I mean,
right.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we went to Kmart, but like by the time I got to like actually where I would go shopping, I
Right.
mean, I never thought of
Kmart.
I'm gonna go Kmart.
Yeah.
Like that was on the downward spiral of Kmart.
Right.
Dang, we shopped there all the time. We ate in their cafeteria that they had there, and we'd always go home with a bag of 5 ham and cheese sandwiches.
Really?
They sold them by the bag at the little deli area. Yeah, Kmart was.
Huh.
Yeah, it was big time for where I lived at.
I don't remember the sandwiches, but I do remember the little food court they always had.
We used to, because where I grew up in Livonia, there was Myers was a huge, because it was Wonderland Mall closed,
Mm-hmm.
and then Myers popped up over at Middlebout 96, and then they had a huge food court, which at the time, dude, you remember Farmer Jack?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was the store, baby. I just remembered that because then that closed at Joy and Merriman. And then that's when Myers went in, and like Myers was the whole big old deal.
Mm-hmm.
And like, we got a Myers. That whole corridor now is just freaking insane.
Blown up.
Yeah. But Kmart.
I know that they used to have one off in White Lake off M59 where we used to go. And they painted it just before it all kind of went down. They painted it some like lime green, gray, and white.
Really?
And I was like, oh, that's not.
Yeah.
Kmart's supposed to be red and white.
They're completely folded now, aren't they? Or are they still?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's maybe 5 or 10 of them left around the United States.
Right.
I think they're all done. All right, but we at least got to say this because we're talking about Kmart.
Okay.
It's the blue light special, right?
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
Yes,
Yep.
that's right. That
Got a
was,
blue light special, aisle 92, right?
That was their slogan.
Yeah.
The blue light special. I can see why they folded.
Man, you see people pushing their carts wherever that aisle was where that blue light was going.
No.
Yeah, for the next 10 minutes, we got a blue light special in aisle 5 on the whatever, and all the
what-
carts would head that way.
So what would be the blue light special?
Whatever. They just,
Whatever.
yeah, it could be Oreo cookies might be on blue light special for the next 20 minutes, and, they'd write you a little coupon or you get a coupon for a certain price.
Oh, you just go to the aisle and
Yep.
they hand it to you or something?
Yeah.
Really? See, that tells you how much I'm like Kmart.
Yeah. Or the next 10 minutes, in the appliance area, 10% off your purchase.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that, right? And yeah.
We should open a P-Mart
Kmart.
and do the green light special. See, that sounds more appropriate. Green light, cash is green.
Oh.
Green light, go, rush. See,
Right.
I should be in marketing.
Yeah. And P-Mart just sounds so cool, doesn't it?
P-Mart?
Kmart. Kmart.
Yeah, I was just thinking of P-Mart, Paul Mart.
It rolls off the tongue better.
Come get your P-Mart at the green light special. That's right. No, but this week is the most amazing week in the year. I mean,
It's
it
a good
tops
one.
Christmas.
It's a good one.
It tops, I hate to say it, opening day. It tops President's Day.
So it does top that.
No, but it is Masters Week, baby. Augusta National, Augusta, Georgia. I was trying to get Jess to like, hey, just 70 miles that way. We could go see Augusta the week.
We'll just go
Try to see if we could sneak in the front gate.
Right. I imagine, could you get in there last week? Because the
no.
the women's amateur, so maybe you would have got tickets.
That, and even maybe could you get tickets for the drive, chip, and putt?
Oh, yeah, that's
see the
there
juniors
too.
do
Yeah.
that too. I know. I was actually thinking of that when watching. I watched a little of the women's amateur. Amateur. Like, what a great opportunity. Just, who cares?
Oh, yeah.
Just get some tickets for that and go walk the
Right.
grounds, man. Gosh.
It looks
I mean,
so
you hear
nice.
them talking about all day yesterday, every now and then they'll go on their little rants of just being there.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear people that I know have been there, it's like, dude, there's just something in the air. Like, it's just a different smell. And like they even said it too, because I remember one buddy of mine he's like, it's just the way it echoes there is just so phenomenal. It just sounds so different than any other golf course or tournament. It just sounds different. Because just the way with the pines and the way that the holes are all shaped, and then the elevations and the echoes and the valleys.
Mm-hmm. It seems like you talk about Masters Week. There's no other tournament you never talk about, really.
No.
U.S. Open Week or the Open Week. It's always like Masters Week. It's the week. It's the Masters. Like this weekend, it's Masters Week.
It's hard not to have the Golf Channel on 24/7.
Right.
I mean, it's the reason why I stayed up to freaking 1 a.m. last night, because I was busy all day, and I'm like, I didn't really get to watch much. And then she's like, Jess is going. I'm like, you going to bed? I'm like, no, I got to stay up. She's like, for what? I'm like, I don't know. I just got to catch up on all this.
There's a lot going on.
I got to hear all the interviews. I got to see everything they're talking about. There's that huge. This is the first tournament for a while that we have the intermixing of live golf and the tour, PGA Tour. So that's kind of interesting this week, which is kind of fun to kind of see how that shapes up.
I haven't watched any Masters Week yet, but are the live players getting interview times?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And that's one of the biggest thing is that they were talking about even leading up to it, like how's the welcoming gonna be? Yeah. Is it gonna be separated? Oh, you're a live golfer. And no, dude, you see them all freaking come. They're all hugging, smiling. It's like, yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, like even Rom's like, no, I've probably played more casual golf with these guys than even tournament golf.
Right.
They're my buddies.
Yeah.
I mean, outside of camera, I guarantee these guys are still freaking get together and talk all the time. I mean, it's not what the media makes it. Like in every situation of our lives, the media always hypes it up more than what it really is in real life behind the cameras.
Right.
And that's what you see. I mean, you see them all on the practice range, and they're all, they're all freaking like hugging out and chatting and smiling and talking. And, the live golfers, though, have to contractually wear their logos for the apparel.
Like their team?
Yeah. Because that's what happened that's why a couple weeks ago or like a month or so ago, there was this kind of, some of the headlines I think got twisted where all these, their apparel deals were getting cut. And they cut them because Live Golf made them contractually break ties with their apparel because now they got to start wearing their team logos. And they were just saying that they're supposed to wear all their team logos at every event, whether it's a Live Golf or not. And so that's why they were saying
headline got twisted by the media.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, surprised.
Weird.
So do you think that when they get ready to do that they'll make some mention of like, hey, here's the top 10 golfers on the leaderboard are these guys, and 3 of them are live golfers and 7 are PGAs?
Well, there's only 18 live golfers in the field. So, yeah, I mean, they've yesterday, I mean, it's been the hottest. I would say it's at least 50% of everything they're talking about is live this, golf, PJ this. Cameron Smith has been kind of a little, I think maybe the most vocal in regards to like the temperature between Liv and the tour and being here today. He even said, he's like, no, I actually brought a whole nother set of clothing without our logos in case Augusta said, hey, guys, you're not wearing your team logos here. And he's like, I don't care what pushback we get from our Live tour to not wear it. And he, and he even said, he goes, I think a couple of guys here are a little uneasy wearing the logos just out of respect to Augusta. Like we're contractually to do it. Like
right.
We have to. It says any tournament in the worldwide, you're wearing your team logo, no matter whether it's a sanctioned Live tournament or not. But I think some of the guys are like, you see it. Most of them are all wearing it in their polos and their pullovers. Because, I'm sure they're making some big money off that.
Yeah.
I'd wear it anyways.
I'm sure they don't want to get fined.
No.
It's a shirt.
But I think, too, like if Augusta, it doesn't seem like they're making a deal about it. Because I think if they would have already by now, at this point, said something. But
I don't know why. Everyone else wears sponsorship on their shirts.
Yeah, it's just it's just kind of it is different. Like it almost makes them even stand like.
Is it just a little logo or is it big? See, I never even seen.
They're not big. Like I think like Dustin Johnson's team name is called Smokin' Aces, so like it's just like a big A and like a design. They're not like, let's just put it this way, like they in the midst of this whole like Live PGA thing, and there was a big hype of like, ooh, what's going to be the welcoming and the temperature,
right?
On top of their apparel, though, it makes them just stand out as well, because all the other tour players, like they're all logoed up,
right? But
then you have just the Live guys who just have their team logo. Like there's no other companies on their polos. It's just
the team.
Live Golf Team Polo kind of thing, which I just kind of was like, well, that way to make your, like, as much as you guys don't want this whole week, but now you're wearing this stuff, and it's
right.
like you kind of like make it a little visual now, even more so. Just being, kind of just more of like on a physical, coming together in a way.
That's probably how Tin Cup felt, because he was sponsored by the truckers.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of stood out.
Hey, man, I don't care whoever's willing to write me a check.
Yeah.
I'll wear anything. Oh, shoot. Yeah. No, so there's it's mass. It's like hard. Because in my office, I have 3 screens. So, like, even today, like, I had Masters on one. And I'm like, I'm used to working on 3 screens here, but one's being taken up now. Hey, just don't want to miss anything.
For good reason.
Yeah.
For good reason.
Tiger finally talked today.
Well, I guess the whole Live PGA thing, that's kind of taken away from Tiger talk.
It's so funny. It's so funny you mentioned that. I
was just going to say, because last year it was all about it.
So he just talked,
yeah,
and I was literally watching. I probably shouldn't be admitting this on live recorded air, but what I do is I put because the Golf Channel is owned by NBC now, right? For a while. But if ever since I've downloaded the NBC Sports app, and I've put my TV provider in there, I can just watch the Golf Channel. I actually watched a lot of the Golf Channel on the drives down. She's like, you watched it literally like the day we left. It was Friday. It was the Varelo Texas Open was playing. We left by noon, so it was like, all right, well, I even said like, well, the Golf Channel starts airing at 1. So yeah. So I'll like put it up, right there.
Oh, there you go.
If it'll load. Sometimes it takes forever. Let's see what they're doing. Oh, here we go. Live from the Masters. Come on now.
It's Tuesday.
Oh, does this every now and then. Anyways, so I'll pull up like Golf Channel and just put it right on my center dash. Hey, I'm still keeping my field of vision down the road.
Paul is one of those people.
Yeah.
You're just listening, not really watching.
Right.
Exactly. And if there's, a moment to look at real quick at a stoplight
Right.
or stop sign, because I'm always in subdivisions,
Right.
I'm safe.
Just take a quick glance.
Yeah. I haven't had a tailgating ticket since I was 16, okay?
So how did Tiger's interview go?
Oh, so it was good. No, he was good. But back to what you were saying, yes. Because, when his first comeback last year was the Masters after 500 days being away because of his leg accident. It was just Tiger. And it's funny you say that because after his press conference, what's his face from Golf Channel, they go back to like the four commentator guys and they're chatting. And he even made a comment. He's like, it's funny how, between the LIV and the PGA Tour and the golf ball rollback and, it's Masters Week and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, it's kind of funny that, it's Tuesday and this is the first time we've heard from Tiger. And this is actually really even the first time we're really talking much about Tiger. When before it was always Tiger. I'm like, thank you. At least someone admitted it.
Was that Paul McGinty? Is that his name? Paul McGinty?
No, it was the younger guy. It's kind of
Brantley? Not Brantley.
No, I hate Brantley.
Yeah, I
that
don't
guy's
like
a jerk.
I don't like Brantley.
He's so like just stuck
Snobby.
up and stummered and Like, who are you, dude? How many tournaments did you? How many?
About
tournaments
all
you
of
win?
his
Two?
stats.
You won two? Okay. Anyway, but yeah, it was just fun. Like I was like, yes. I like screamed. I'm like, thank you. At least someone from the media admits that all you guys would talk about was him. But no, it was good. He kind of the first time I think he publicly has spoken about the golf ball rollback, and he's for it. He's been that way forever. Not specifically for a golf rollback, but he's always been a voice to make the game more. He wants to see skill, not just distance.
Well, that's always been his kind of
100%.
Right?
He's always been a shot shaper.
Everyone always says his iron play was always his,
shaping shots, making a shot happen, doing drafting up a draw or a cut, or this or that. And so he's always kind of been for making the game on the pro level just more of like, let's make it so they have to show their skills, not just hit a ball far and straight.
Right.
That's it.
Which is a skill on its own.
Yeah. But I think I mean, I don't know. My response to the little golf ball thing, I think it's stupid.
Yeah.
Because I agree. I think it was Webb Simpson and a couple other guys have voiced this. I mean, before Tiger saying this today, the only actual person I think in the whole professional golf that even said they're for it was Rory.
Yeah.
And let's just face it, that dude's paid off by the USGA and RNA and PGA Tour. He's going to say whatever the heck they want to do. I've never really liked Rory anyways, but
he's playing good.
He's playing better. Yeah. And he has yet to win a Masters. It's been 9 years since he's won a major, too. That's kind of been a big story.
What I see today was at Spieth. The last 3 years on Easter Sunday, he's won. I think I saw that today.
He's always a good spring player.
Spieth.
Yeah, he is. If you look back in a lot of the dates of when he's won most of his tournaments, majority of them are in the spring months. So he's, I don't know, not to say that's something, but he even did it last year. He was playing really well in the spring, and then he fell
gets
off.
Burned out.
I don't know, Spiethy boy, but I like to see him playing better. Hopefully JT plays well.
Yeah.
I'd love to see him win a Masters. But yeah, Rory is yet to win the Masters, and it's been 9 years since he won the major. This is his last leg of the career Grand Slam, the Masters.
Is it the PGA for Spieth? He only needs one more too.
Correct. Yeah, the PGA.
Yeah.
And he's never played good at a PGA event. I don't know why. And it goes to the type of courses and the course rotations they do. I don't know if it's just they don't ever fit his eye or whatever, but yeah, he's the same way. He's got that one last leg.
At the end of the year.
Yeah. Yeah, he's burned out
Right.
by that time. Quit burning yourself out.
Right. It's all that private jet flying.
Yeah. I'm sure it's miserable.
Yeah.
The Net Jets. But
Brooks Koepka going in with a win.
yeah.
So he's got to be feeling pretty good.
I don't know, though, man. Like, I do kind of agree what even Tiger said. He's like, I just believe that their competition's just way less. And and Cam Smith even said it. He goes, I agree. I can't argue the fact that,
Well, you play less holes.
well, not only play less holes, but the field isn't as strong. I mean, the Live Golf brought on, like, there's out of the, I don't know how many there is, but there's a decent amount of those guys that, like, they've never even made a name for themselves. They just reached out to James Pyatt from Michigan, who won the UAM.
Yeah.
They just threw money at him, and he came. But I was looking at it, like, he hasn't been playing well at all. And it's just like the dude, like, there's a decent amount of people on there that, like, are, like, unproven pro players that they just threw money at probably everybody under the book. And then you got, I mean, if you haven't really proven yourself, and here I'm going to give you a guaranteed paycheck, I'd be stupid maybe not to take it.
Right.
But, you know, and that's what some of them did.
Right.
And Cam Smith even said that yesterday in the thing. Like, I agree. Our fields are not as strong as tour fields are. So, I mean, I kind of agree along the lines of, like, yeah, he won, but who did he win against?
But golf itself is such a mental game. Do you think you win? And he goes, well, I won. I didn't really play anybody.
No.
I got to imagine at least boost his confidence.
100%.
Like, man, I was really hitting that good, and then just going in with that mindset. I mean,
but I think it like this. Like, if I go and play, for me, just personally, like the way I think if I go and play against a good group of my buddies who are all good players, right? But the talent isn't, like, up to this level, but they're good players, and I beat them. Yeah, I would have a confident boost in going into playing, say, maybe more higher end guys that are playing way more consistently in competitive fields that are just thicker in competitive sense, like the tour represents.
Right.
I think it just wouldn't correlate as much to over here than what I did over here. And I think that's, to me, like, the comparison. Like, yeah, you still have really good players over here, but the depth of who you're playing against for 4 days, week in and week out, is just a different mentality. It's a different feel. It's a different atmosphere. You know, there's not music playing when you're golfing, or you're all wearing shorts. And
right.
I mean, this is like professional and casual. It's like literally what the feel is, you know? But I don't know, it'd be interesting, because that's the kind of the big talk this week is how will the live players play? And Cameron Smith, he was very, like, vocal in his interview the other day and just said, yeah, I think there is a little added pressure on us to prove that we still are playing on a top world level. Because I know the world rankings is still a big thing in the air. That should that competition play into it, and how does that work? Or are they just gonna get all squashed and freaking and be like 5 of them left after 18 and never makes a cut? I don't know, but we'll see. It'll be interesting to see how they play. I think it will be a big part of a lot of people to be watching.
Right.
What does the live players do? How does Brooks do?
Well, yeah, because I mean, even myself personally, I mean, I don't watch any live golf.
I've watched maybe a couple minutes of it,
so,
and I'm like, this is stupid. I don't like it.
Maybe I'm
too traditionalist.
I'm excited
I think
to see how they're doing. I mean, because of the bigger names. I mean, you haven't seen them for a year.
Oh yeah, DJ.
So are you guys going to give an example of what you guys think would be your bet for that?
So I think we'll do 2 things to end the show here. One, what's our prediction on live players competing wise for the weekend out of the 18 they have? And then 2, should we pick the winner or 3 potential winners? Who do you think will play the best?
Oh, do your top 3.
Top
Who's going to win, and then 2 other ones that you think if they don't, it's going to be these 2.
Top 3 favorites. So one, I'll go. We'll start with the live. I think they'll play okay, but I don't think I will say my bet is not one of them is in contention come Sunday.
I would say at least one is in top 10.
I would agree with that, but I feel like I think there will be a separation in the top 5 players. I think there's just going to be a small group of players that will just separate themselves, like a Spieth and a Tiger year event where they just were just way above everybody else. And maybe that's my prediction. There's going to be a group of tour players that will be separate from everyone, and there will be no live in there. There might be a couple guys up there, but they're not near close to the group that runs away for the whole weekend. Because it's supposed to be wet and rainy, soft conditions, windy. Not
good for Tiger.
Well, I think
because it's going to be hot.
It's going
to be warmer.
Because he even said that, and that's what they kept asking on the tour. It's all physical for him. He can't. And I can't say this because I've never been there, but I just heard it, and you hear it on the on the TV all the time. Like, the undulation of Augusta is way more than what even the TV shows.
Well, yeah.
The up and down of the holes is just, I heard it's crazy. For many people, like, you just don't think it's that drop and that, like, it's super hilly.
Right.
And with his, half fake leg, they even asked him today, because he even said, he's like, oh, there's a lot of hardware in there. And they're like, how much? A lot.
Yeah.
It's still mine, though.
Right.
But, half of it's fake. So is that you think, what was your final prediction on live golfers?
I'd say one in the top 10. At least one.
Okay. Do you have an idea of who that would be?
I'm going to go Cam Smith.
Yeah. I was going to say Cam Smith or DJ. I think DJ will play well. He always does. He always has. He's always it just fits his game.
Mm-hmm.
I think Brooks Koepka will miss the cut. That's my guess.
Ooh, I don't think so.
He will.
I don't think so.
After his victory and high $4 million payout.
Does he still have the blonde hair?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Looked like a freaking queer.
Not a good look.
He's a tool. I never even liked him when he was on Full Swing. He's just super cocky and just airhead. Like, he's just spacey. Like, dude.
Wasn't my favorite.
No. I don't like his style. And then my top 3 to win, I always got to give Jordan Spieth the spot. I'm just a big Jordan Spieth fan. I just love his game. And that he's all about Titleist.
Truth comes out.
I think Jordan Spieth, I have to, because I actually agree with what Tiger said today in his press conference, Scotty Scheffler. He's just on fire. No, but he's got, what's his face on the back? Freaking, why am I so bad with names today? Ted Scott. Ted Scott was the caddy for Bubba when he won twice a year Masters. He first year on Scotty's bag, won the Masters. And Tiger talked about it. He said, guys that have guys on their bag that know Augusta, and he kept saying, he goes, the guy that comes to mind is Scotty Scheffler. He's got Ted on his bag. Ted has won 3 times here. That's huge.
Yeah.
When you have a caddy who knows where your player needs to place the ball. Mm-hmm. If you don't have experience like that here, you're in trouble. It's not just, hey, you got 155. Okay, go ahead and hit it full floor.
Yeah, aim for that tree.
Yeah, and that's what Tiger, he goes, you got to place it perfectly, and that determines whether you have an 8-foot putt or a 50-foot putt on these greens. He's like, he even said, he goes, the only flat place in this course is tee boxes. So you got to do Jordan, Scotty, and then I'm going to say Patrick Cantlay.
Ooh, I like it.
He's a good draw player, and Augustus fits for draws.
I'm going to go Rory, JT, and Scotty.
I like it. I just don't think, I don't know. I think there's something over Rory with the Masters.
Oh.
Tiger, they even asked him, like, do you think he's going to get it done? He's like, he will. It's all just a matter of time, whether it's this year, next year, or down the road. He'll get it done. I don't know, man. I think I don't know.
I bet,
will he do it? I think so. But I would not be surprised.
Rory probably does it because of the dinner. Since he's not going to be at the dinner, because he hasn't won, everyone's going to be all full and all them burgers and all that food. Everyone's going to come out a little slow. This
guy's got a good menu for sure.
He does.
Yeah, that is good. I don't know. I will end it on this. I would not be surprised, and I'm going to call right now because I know this gets published to the YouTube world, that Rory will never win a Masters.
I bet Tiger makes
He
the
will
cut.
go down in history as one of the greater players in his generation to play and yet to never win a Masters.
I bet Tiger makes the cut.
I would agree. He said he's playing better. He feels better, and he looks better. I mean, everything you see on the channel looks solid. So, well, there's our picks for the Masters.
Yep.
Hope you enjoy this week. I know we will. There's always a bad thing because it's Jess's birthday every Masters week, and I'm always in the doghouse. Who do I give more attention to?
Right.
Anyways, I'm Paul Seguin with eXp Realty.
I'm Devon Carr with Gold Star Mortgage.
This is the Carr and Seguin show.
See ya.
The primary purpose of this podcast series is to inform, entertain, and educate. The information, opinions, and recommendations presented in this podcast series do not constitute legal or professional advice, opinions, or endorsements of any kind. Gold Star Mortgage Financial Group, NMLS 3446, Equal Housing Lender.